Right, where were we? Oh yes, we had to come back to the boxing place and found the place had been tossed at the office.
It was like this when I got here.
Hmm.
When did you get here?
I've been calling you for over an hour.
Calm down. I'll take care of this.
Right, that's, yeah. So we got back to the boxing place. She's our client. Her dad is the one who was killed. I think we have, I don't know if we've told her about this yet, or whether we're keeping that under our hat because she's still technically a suspect. Let's see what, oh, we've got deductions to make as well. We'll have a look at the case file in a minute and go back over some of the stuff. Right, so this is like the Sherlock Holmes game side of things. Not as well done, but it's like that. We know that O'Leary keeps his romantic pictures of Helen Moore in a drawer. Helen Moore is a tennis star. She's like America's sweetheart tennis star, Olympic material, that kind of thing. Gonna beat the commies, all that nonsense. And we interviewed her as well to see if she had any connection to O'Leary's stuff. She played it very cagey though, and it looked like they weren't together anymore, and they're supposedly not. She now dates Stone, the boxer. Al Stone, I think his name is, something like that. But she has a cigarette case that she still uses that has an inscription on it, and there's also a symbol, which is O'Leary's gang symbol, like a shamrock with the 4 card suite, like the, you know, spades and clubs and diamonds and hearts on it. So I wonder if these two go together to be like, they're still together, they still have a connection. Yes, there we go.
It's pretty clear that Helen Moore's cigarette case was a gift from O'Leary.
And if they were not still in love, why would she still have that? But he set her up to go chat up Stone. He gathers information on everybody because he's a bookkeeper. He likes to, you know, he likes to know everything about anyone in the sporting businesses. So he uses her as a, maybe an unwilling participant in the information thing. Right, so we have footprints at the gym that we still don't know anything about. These were from a spilled paint can. This may have spilled when the struggle happened. What we do know is that Joe Dunn, the guy who supposedly committed suicide, had 4 marks across his neck. Not just one from the rope. There were 3 others that the coroner thought were from the rope as well, which is weird because there was only 1 rope around his neck. And they were from one of those chest expander spring things, and that had been used to strangle him first. Then the hanging was staged because there was no way he could have actually got himself up to the height he was at. It was too tall. He's not tall enough to have actually set the rope there and get into the noose while standing on a stool. He would have been a whole head shorter. And he wouldn't have been able to kick the stool away if he'd have jumped up and pulled himself in after realizing his mistake. And they'd just got engaged. So he wouldn't kill himself anyway, potentially. We don't know, but it was looking like murder. So we also know that Bobby Yale, that's his boxer, who went missing, his footprints do not match the paint, so he wasn't there, but we know he was there that morning. We know that Dunn punched a paint can. Maybe that's got something to do with this. Maybe that knocked that one over when he punched it. No, okay. See, the thing I really wish it would do is tick them off. If I select one of these, I want it to tick off the ones that I've, like, strike them through, the ones that I've already looked at, and it won't. Because the Sherlock Holmes games used to do that, mark them in red and strike through to be like, oh, you've already tried to pair these up, and they don't. Right, O'Leary's feet were on the table. I wonder if maybe this, we can see that it wasn't his footprints. Yep, that's the other deduction.
No, the footprints don't match. Or if O'Leary killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint.
Die!
Or in different shoes.
Hello. I know I've said hello already in Discord, but hello again. Alright, so we know that O'Leary specifically didn't kill Joe Dunn. So we need to keep an eye out for more of this. We will find the right footprints. All the hellos do belong to you, yes. As is good and proper. I believe that was in our wedding vows. I can't remember exactly now. Erikai, hello. Erikai, I left you messages in my Discord, by the way, since you just woke up again, about the problem you're having. I hope they help, so do let me know. Right, so O'Leary's souls don't match. Yale's souls don't match. There was a guy passing himself off as Yale's doctor, and apparently he wasn't, because the Doe nurse will be assisting Dr. Talbot, and this guy wasn't Dr. Talbot, he was like Dr. Palmer or something. We've got one more deduction to make. So Helen Moore and Desmond O'Leary are still in love. They're not actually separated. Or if they are, they're both still carrying a torch for each other, at the very least. And she said she hated O'Leary. I wonder if these go together. So it's one is lying? Yeah, there we go.
If she's still in love, why does she claim she hates him? What is she hiding?
Maybe she's just shocked by the scandal of being in a relationship with a gangster. Alright, so let's have a look around.
Finished looking through these papers?
I wish.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again.
Oh, that's right, because she's been trying to get the gym in order after her dad committed supposed suicide, but didn't.
What are you doing?
Do you like sardines?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ugh.
So no then. So there's a smell of sardines on this tissue from the robber. The paper tissue smells like sardines in the gym office. Why the heck would that be there? Or did they finish eating like a can of sardines and then wipe their hands and proceed with a robbery? Maybe it fell out of their pockets, I don't know. The boot print.
Bingo.
What
The
is it?
same
Nothing.
print.
Just a freshly signed contract.
There is a footprint in the office. That's not become a new deduction yet, though. Maybe we need a bit more. The safe. Oh, is the will there? Interesting. So somebody tossed the place. They didn't take the business insurance policies. They didn't take the last will and testament. They didn't take the petty cash. So they were after something other than anything that could be
Looks like the
considered
burglar isn't
valuable.
interested in bureaucracy. Not that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money.
Did they take anything?
No, although
Oh. Did you get your gun back in the hospital? We know she
when you
did.
went in the hospital room to get your purse. Did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put it back. I'd rather not go through that again.
Because she was going to shoot... I'm not going to accuse her of lying.
That's too bad. It looks like they took
She was going to shoot Bobby Young. She thought that... Because originally the whole thing was like, Bobby Young killed his mentor, Joe Dunn, and then staged a hanging. So yeah, I remember now. She does know that it was murder, not suicide. We already went through that with her. And there was a gun in the safe that she took from Bobby Young. No, that Joe took from Bobby Young years ago when he came back from being in a street gang, was going to rob the place. Joe opened the safe and was like, put the gun in there and let's get boxing again. And then they had a moment of emotional stuff and he put the gun in there and it was like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, and he's like, I'll help you and get you back on your feet. And it, you know, he carried on from there and that was years ago. And that gun's been in there ever since. She took it to the hospital after we found Bobby Young and he had a heart attack. And she was going to shoot him and we stopped her. So she said she put the gun back. Did she leave the safe door open when she did that? I mean, come on. Why can't I go any further over that way? Seems a couple of those trophies are missing as well. Interesting. Nothing else. What is this?
Whose is that?
Mary Purnell.
You think she did this?
Oh. Mary Purnell. She was the cleaner. Oh god, I forgot. She was the one who found Joe Dunn hanging. She's the one that she was engaged to him. They just got engaged because she returned the ring addressed to Simone, the daughter. And then when we told her about all this, we forgot we were supposed to keep this hush-hush because they hadn't told anyone about their romance, including Simone, because her and her dad have been having some problems. We kind of let it slip because I forgot. And then she basically took the name of Mary Purnell from the Rolodex on the thing, took the card out, screwed it up and threw it in the bin. Like, well, she's fired then. Thank you for telling me that. And got back to her paperwork. Like, wow, that was cold. So she did this, but that's not going to be her footprint in there. Come on, that great big hoof. Heck no. Can I go up on the roof yet? Oh. Jean fabric. So maybe she was here. Yeah, she dropped her bag in surprise. Oh no. Yeah. She happened across the rubber. Oh god. Before I go up there, I want to have a look around inside still. If I can. Let me get down the stairs. No, it won't. Ooh, there's an invisible wall there.
Wait here, please.
Oh no, she's not going to be up there dead, is she? Oh no. Oh no. Oh damn. Oh god. So, first thing, that's definitely
Could be a knife wound. The murder was brutal.
literally stabbed in the back. Alchemist, hello. Dear god, it's like cats all over again. Mew. Yep. How are you, Alchemist? Good to see you today. What has she got in her hand? Picture?
Dear Sonia.
Oh, she was writing a letter.
Several
things about your father. In fact, I know he would have wanted me to tell you. Among them, the fact that you co-own an apartment in Manhattan. Please call me. Yours truly, Mary Purnell.
He co-owns an apartment, and but did she not know about this? Sonia didn't know about this, maybe? I mean, she is just figuring out all the stuff her dad's been doing and his business interests, but... Doing your taxes, oh, yay.
Trust me, it might be painful at first, but time heals all wounds. Why did you listen to me?
It looks like there's something right there. You see that? But that's not anything that the camera's zooming in on. A lot of blood.
I want you to call the police, Sonia, and then go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
Esteban! Hey, how's it going? Good to see ya.
Good. Do you have the keys? If the murderer didn't find what he was looking for, that might be his next stop, if he hasn't been there yet.
Or he went there first and came here afterwards, we don't know, but can't hurt to look. bought a new amplifier. Ooh, nice. Amplify all the things. Sounds so good.
Once I had
Nice.
the keys to the place, which meant I wouldn't have to use my lockpicks or...
Oh, somebody put the chain on the door, though. Come on. You can do this. Use your cat strength. That's what cats are known for, right? If the chain was on the door on the inside, somebody left that on. They went up the chimney. It was Santa Claus. Am I the only one that thinks this detective should have been voiced by Keith David or Idris Elba? That would have been great. Heck yes. And you played, Les Paul. Ooh. In the store. Nice. Those are good guitars. You're a bit woozy, Erokai. Really? Didn't sleep well? You'll probably get some fresh air. Father of baseball. Dunn's apartment.
It looks like Dunn had already begun to move his things.
Felt good. Nice. Sound is
Dunn?
definitely worth the high price.
Thorpe? No idea. And these two, they look familiar.
That guy looked a bit like the lizard. No, actually doesn't. No, not the doctor. Is there more to get here still?
It's hard to believe that a pair of boxing fists could play something like this, although I'm sure he had the lungs for it.
Mm-hmm. Nothing to look at still in the dining room area? Nope. Okay. Oh, we found a card. Right. Not that I care. Another one. There's another one.
As I glanced at the telephone, I remembered the weekly password for O'Leary's illegal gambling operation, even though I had rejected his reward for finding Yale, and had chosen to bet it all on Yale. I had managed to make my own dirty money by ratting out the Eagle Pimp during our poker game. How much damage could another bet do?
No, we're not calling to make another
Harm could I
bet.
do? Only the invisible type.
Yeah, we're not calling to make another bet with O'Leary. Because, yeah, O'Leary wanted us to find Bobby Young, and he said he was going to pay us generously, but we didn't take the money when we did find him. Because we were trying to find him anyway for another client, Dunn's daughter. Go through here? Yes. And what we did instead was say, well, look, why don't we just bet it all on the fight? And who could we bet on? We could either bet on Bobby Young, or we could bet on Stone. And O'Leary has bet $5,000 on Bobby Young, so we put we put the reward on him as well, because obviously he knows something we don't.
Ready-made meals on airplane trays in front of the TV. Who would have thought we'd end up eating like this?
Yep.
Dunn died 4 days ago, and that lettuce still looks okay.
Thank God we're moving away from that kind of stuff. So the lettuce looks okay. And he died 4 days ago. I mean, lettuce can keep pretty well in a fridge for a few days.
Sardines.
Sardines.
It's been open for a few hours.
So they came here first. They emptied the can of sardines at Dunn's place. And then they went to toss the office. Interesting. Have to leave soon. Invited for dinner at the grandma's. Nice. Sounds tasty. Grandma cooking. Well, I do appreciate you stopping by. But as soon as you need to go, you go. Nothing in the bathrooms? Through here. We got. You'll say goodbye for now, no problem. See you later.
Could this be the origin of Sonia's interest in business management?
An abacus. That's old school. Didn't have calculators back in these days.
One of the very few teen idols who only got better with age. What's this doing here?
Interesting. Sonia Dunn's got some baseball stuff in her room, a signed baseball glove. This must be Sonia's old room. The book must have also been hers as well. She likes baseball. Gonna get some tea for your mushy brain. Tea solves all. Yes, tea is very good for mushy brains. There's a picture missing off the wall over there. Interestingly.
Looked at her every morning, so many years later, with a new love. Maybe we don't need to forget. Maybe pain just transforms into, I don't know, something. Another empty closet.
There was something else here, yes. World's best dad on Father's Day, Sonia. They drifted further apart over the years when she went to business school and the like. She was gone for a long while. I think she came back and found that Bobby Yale had replaced her as the child kind of thing. Oh, he was writing out his proposal. Oh.
This is too private.
Yeah, you should probably stop reading that. Notebook, he was writing out ideas for how he was going to propose. But that does, at the very least, put some concrete proof to the fact that, yes, they really were engaged. And that this wasn't some kind of
I think that
story
was Dunn's
made up.
wife's name, according to Jake.
At Dunn's place, there's a picture of a tree painted by his wife. Yeah. I also noticed that at Bobby Young's apartment, there was also oil paintings, which was very interesting. I don't know if maybe he took up painting. Can deduce another clue. Got a broken window here.
Is this how he got in?
And probably just got out. Yeah, Blacksad, do notice please that there is a picture missing there. No, I guess that's not important then.
Wow. Could Dunn really afford such luxuries? Or did he only want to impress Mary?
Black Panther aftershave. Licensed officially by Marvel. Masculinity starts at work. Okay. Self-help books in the bathroom. Something else about this painting we should notice, maybe. It looks like that used to be up on the wall. I mean, I guess as well paintings have been taken down. He is moving out of the place, so... yeah, that would have been up on the wall. There's a spot here as well, look, so... very likely painting has very little to do with anything. Thing there. I really wish I had better control over the camera when I'm indoors. all I can do is pan it around. It's like Resident Evil style. You know, where it's fixed to a specific area. It's this property sale agreement.
Of course. Now I see how Dunn bought the apartment he was going to share with Mary. This place has to be empty in 2 weeks for the new owners. I wonder if Sonia knows about this.
Probably not.
No matter how hard I look, I'm not getting anywhere. What the hell was the burglar looking for? And most importantly, did he find it?
Oh yeah, we know some new clues pop up. I like to get everything in the area and then go to the deduction screens, because then you've got more to work with. So we've got one deduction we can make. Well, there was one as well. So Mary's been to Yale's place recently. Right. Maybe she took some of the paintings there for Bobby Yale to have. The paper tissue that smells like sardines at the gym office and an empty can of sardines at Dunn's place opened recently. They definitely go together.
It's pretty clear that the burglar came by the house before heading to the gym, which means he probably didn't find what he was looking for in here. I need to talk with Sonia, and maybe with her uncle Tim.
Mm-hmm.
It brings back, I don't know,
Let's say good memories, because it's
Good memories?
camaraderie.
an optimist, are we? It's like remembering the last day of summer. Scenes full of joy, picturesque landscapes, and yet the light is faint and the air is still, the calm before the storm.
Well, we were in the military,
You
supposedly.
know that feeling.
I figured that much. I can see it in your eyes. We met in the Army.
That's him on the
We were all
bottom left.
professional athletes. They called us the Olympic Five.
Let's work on the top three last. That guy there, though, might be the doctor? I don't know, his nose isn't long enough. Or the fake doctor, I should
Was
say.
Dunn already boxing?
Yes, he was. I had already seen him fight before I even met him. He was as humble in the ring as he was in life. He'd always let his rivals take the initiative. I remember how he barely dodged the blows. If you didn't look at his feet, it seemed like he wasn't even moving. And the footwork, pure dancing. You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory by KO.
What about you?
I had just signed with the Milestones. I hadn't even played my first game, but people said I had a bright future ahead of me.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did, apparently. Hall of Famer.
And you did. The cop at the hospital sure seemed happy to be the proud owner of a Tim Ironarm Thorpe autograph.
Who would have thought that I'd end up becoming Tim Iron Legs Thorpe?
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe. And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking. And look at me now.
Damn. So who are these guys? Who's the lizard?
Who's the guy on the left?
Ah, Viktor Sukovsky, the athlete. You've probably heard of his medals.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, isn't that Craig Spano? The guy on the Morley's billboards?
Yes, indeed. Our captain. He was the oldest, after all, and star of the New York Warriors. He was an orphan, you know. But he loved the sport so much that he said baseball was his family.
A game, baseball.
Who's the guy on the right?
Angus Mitchell, our combat medic, and a doctor with the New York Warriors, which is how he met Spano.
SGK
It was Spano who got
45,
him
thank you very
signed
much for that new
to Pro
follow.
What happened to all of them?
Zukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do.
So what happened to Spano?
What happened to Spano?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
And Mitchell?
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell? Who knows? We lost touch. I hope he's doing well.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I'll do my best. You think Spano might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn were always... Well, Spano's changed so much that it's hard to say. Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it, but that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?
Can we not post links like that in my chat, please, guys?
Sonia?
No, she's not here. Who's calling?
Where is she?
There are rules. No, no problem. Okay. Let's just get to
Was your
business.
father still in...
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What? Luckily, that has never crossed my mind.
Then you can't help me. The first time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell of freshly mowed grass to this dirty city and the smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before, for not having loved her enough. The third time was when my father shut himself off. I hated him for that, for abandoning me, for giving in to the booze. Now he's dead, so take a guess.
You hate yourself for having hated him.
Yes, but that's not the worst of it. The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years, everything I've done was meant to push my father far away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am. And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
Bobby Yale is innocent. He doesn't deserve your hate.
Don't you think I know that? I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself to hate.
I'll find them.
I'll find the person who did this. I promise.
Let me have my doubts. Although, you've already come so far. I'm sorry I haven't been a little more grateful.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself. You are... No, you have such good qualities.
Let's just go with the full flattery.
Kind,
I don't know.
smart, and beautiful.
Are you really trying to flatter me now?
No, Seriously, I didn't mean to... Sorry.
Anyway, can we just drop the subject? Did you go to my father's apartment?
Yes, the thief went there before coming to the gym, which leads me to believe he didn't find what he was looking for.
And what was he looking for?
That's what I intend to find out, with your help.
Let's talk about the music first.
Your dad had great taste in music.
You think? Let me guess. The same taste you have, right?
Exactly.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
Was that sarcasm? I can't tell. There was a war picture.
I found a picture taken during the war.
The Olympic Five.
Did you meet any of them, besides your father and uncle?
Well, Uncle Tim actually isn't my uncle.
No?
He and my father loved each other like brothers. Did he tell you that he saved his life?
Which way around was it now?
Thorpe saved your father?
They were flying over Brittany in a 3-unit fighter plane. Zukovsky was the pilot, my father was the co-pilot, and my uncle manned the machine gun. Suddenly, enemy fire killed Zukovsky and injured my father, which is why he never boxed again. My uncle jumped out of the gun turret, ran to the cockpit, and managed to pilot the plane to safety. Oh, the times my father told me that story. And now...
Did you ever meet Spano? What can you tell me about him?
I think I saw him once, but I was just a little girl. I think my uncle turned him into a star. That was a long time ago.
I found a baseball glove with Spano's autograph in your room.
Oh, I've never seen it. My father must have put it there, although I don't remember him having a signed glove.
Did you ever meet Mitchell, the doctor?
Mitchell? The lizard? No, never. Why?
Oh, nothing. I think I've seen him somewhere.
So maybe that was at the hospital then. That was the fake doctor. Let's go back to the childhood room.
I saw your old room.
That's embarrassing. Stop, or I'll end up hating you.
The abacus.
Did the abacus inspire you to dabble in finances?
The most useful gift anybody has ever given me.
Who would that have been a gift from, I think? Probably from... I mean, the mother was artistic. She may have given it to her. Could have also been the uncle. I don't know if her father would have given it to her. Let's go with the uncle.
A gift from your Uncle Tim?
He used to say that in this day and age, a woman should know how to count. My father didn't agree, but he didn't oppose it either. People thought he was a liberal because of his attitude towards racial issues. But at home, things were different.
I'm also a fan of Frank Papalia.
Oh yeah, the poster. I only liked him because my father thought he was too modern. But I'm glad we agree. I thought you shared my father's taste in music.
Can have multiple tastes.
It's odd that there are practically no toys or memories of your childhood in the room, except for a small music box.
That box? It might just be my last happy memory. It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates. So, my father drew a treasure map for me.
Treasure Island.
I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing. X marks the spot, so I dug to find my treasure. I loved the music it played, the ballerina, and the little secret compartment. Oh, the
What?
secrets I kept in there.
Maybe that's what they were
I think it's
after.
the first time I heard you call your father Daddy.
Really?
Go on about the apartment.
Your father sold his apartment. The new owners move in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm sorry. I think he used the money to buy a new place with Mary Purnell. The letter you're holding explains the rest.
I wish I'd had the chance to talk to her.
Are you cold?
A little. Maybe I should go. Anyway. Thanks for the company.
Sonia, I've been in your shoes. Trust me, it gets better.
Aren't you coming?
I knew I was looking at a solution, but what exactly needed solving?
Picked up a few things out of that then. Get people who don't have tails. I didn't notice that, but yeah, they don't, I guess. I wonder why not. That's weird. I never noticed that. Okay, let's see. So, Dunn hid a music box under a swing tree. We've got two things we can deduce. During the war, Dunn and his pals were known as the Olympic Five. Donuts. Mary's been at Yale's place recently. We know that because the scarf was there. At Dunn's place, there's a picture of a tree painted by his wife. Oh my god, the tree with the swing. The tree with the swing. And they hid it under a tree with a tire swing on it. Maybe they're bushy tails.
Maybe Dunn used the same hiding place once more.
Uh-oh, it's this guy again.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Oh god. These are the guys one of the guys anyway that jumped us in the alley. Ow,
Personally,
ow,
I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
ow. Whoops. Damn, that was a fast quick time event.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Oh, damn.
It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook talks to you in the middle of a fight, You know you're up against a rookie.
Get out of here. Oh. Help him.
And if he doesn't even say, "Help me, please,"
It's trying to pull us down with him. Oh, that's a broken arse bone right there. Well, at least he fell in the trash. That's where he belongs. Heh. Yeah, I recognised that the shadow. I said one of them looked like an anteater, because all we saw was the shadow of the people that was beating us up in an alleyway. One was a horse, and one had a long nose.
What did they say?
nothing serious. I lost another one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
You have any left?
What? I hear the raid. Wrathful Monk and Herald of Chaos both raiding.
Woken up yet?
Hey guys, welcome in.
We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters. You think that's the same thing? No. Sounds a bit off to me.
How's it going, buddies? Thank you very much for those shout-outs, sweetheart. Guys, welcome. Were you playing Monster Hunter again today, right? How did it go? Okay, we can smell sardines, maybe? It does. The anteater's snout reeks of sardines. Oh my god. Hey, I see you all. The Catman looks weird. He looks kind of like Batman almost, doesn't he? But it looks like the black part of the face is like the actual cowl and the ears and everything, and then the open part around the mouth. It does look weird. How you doing, Monk? You were? Up and down, had to pick up your car from the garage at the midpoint. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, funnily enough, I took mine in yesterday as well. They gave me a great big pickup truck to drive around in for the day while it was in the shop. Okay, was there something else we should have observed? I mean, we know that smells of sardines. We've done that. Anything else? Oh, right. Okay, I can look around. That's right. Just needed a battery? Ah, okay. Hope it got sorted good then. Those boot prints. I wonder if they match up to the one in the thing. There's the tear in the jeans, though. So this is the guy that maybe killed
Wait, I know.
Mary.
Vulpine, 7 letters. Cunning. What are you looking for?
Nothing. Will he live?
Must be after sword training. No problem. Thank you very much for the raid, Herald of
So what
Chaos.
have
See you
found
later.
out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion. You know, minor things of the sort.
Any partners?
Always works alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist. Did you find anything? Is this our man? Do you have proof?
Yes, Monk. Absolutely. Let me know where and when, and we'll see if we can make it happen. Okay, so we've got to put some more clues together. So, first of all, a piece of jean fabric on the stairs that led to the gym rooftop. And he has a tear in his pants, so they go together.
It looks like we know who tore his pants following Mary Purnell up to the rooftop.
So maybe the guy had a cold and he wiped his nose, because he eats through there as well, right? With the same
Pants had a
snout,
tear in them.
rather.
I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
Yeah, they couldn't do forensics like they can do today, can they? You know, they could be like, oh, let's test the actual fabric and make sure it matches up. See if the tear stitches together properly. And I mean, they could do that, but it's still thin. The burglar signed the document with his foot. And his boot print maybe matches. It also looks like it's got white paint on it. But I don't know if that's the same boot print. It looks like it is. Look at the heel. And there on the picture. Looks like the same. Yeah. So, the burglar signed a document with his foot. Wears the shoes. And... oh, we've got to put 3 together? Sardines? No. What could the third one be? Smelly Jim burglar didn't find what he was looking for at Dunn's place, and we found the sardines there. Maybe they go together. Yes. That's where we found the
The guy who
sardines.
broke into the gym in Dunn's place has a thing for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Right, because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
3 more things we can put together. The anteater broke into the gym and Dunn's place. Right, okay, that probably goes with this now. Right, we found the footprint. We have boots that match it. No? Maybe it's this one. That, and that.
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the gym murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
Yeah, but now you've got 3 things to tie one person together. How many people walking around Manhattan are going to have all 3 of these things? Ripped jeans, same boot, lust for sardines. That's quite a lot already. 2 thugs tried to scare me into leaving the case. One of them was trigger happy. O'Leary's souls don't match. Gale's souls don't match. Aveneris vanished after winning a fight back when Yale was a kid. That's got nothing to do with anything. They do go together, okay.
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. He's our man.
No, he's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
He's innocent, but he's hiding something.
He's hiding something for sure. But I don't think he did it. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight.
So I heard.
Yeah, I heard something of the sort.
What have you heard?
Frank Cassidy? No.
You know, I never reveal my sources.
Yeah, I got that, John.
That was the
Quick,
walrus.
What do you want? Good
I
cop
don't want
or
him to
bad
know. I'll be good cop.
I'm the good guy.
You're the real cop.
Good thing someone took out the trash.
I made that joke earlier. It's not funny now.
No wonder you were saved by garbage, you piece of trash. But you're gonna wish it hadn't.
Go to hell, you dog.
Don't pay any attention to Flatfeet, Mr. Lee. Yeah, you're in a tight spot, but there's always a way out. We have proof that you killed Joe Dunn and Mary Purnell.
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing.
Are you acquainted with our usual witness program? For a modest sum, they'll say they saw your sorry snout when and where we tell them to.
Cut the crap, Smirnov. You know we've got conclusive evidence. However, we can offer you a deal if you tell us who hired you.
What can you offer me?
We'll let you live? No. I'll
We could
testify.
significantly reduce your sentence. I could testify that you helped me on the rooftop.
That's a start, but it's not good enough. I want in on the witness protection program. New city, new job, new identity, and a clean police record. That's the only way I'll talk. Meanwhile, I want police protection 24/7. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Oh, damn! Move! Oh, shit. Got a shooter on the roof opposite. What? I pushed down! Eve FanFest 2020 has been cancelled over the concerns for the coronavirus? Oh dear. Oh dear. What, all of them? Because are they still doing them in different locations simultaneously? I don't really follow it anymore. I know they were doing that last year, I think.
I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Watch out!
Alright. Grab that. Down. Where are they? They're over there. It will just be in Iceland? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's some serious stuff, but I guess, you know, hey, it's prudent given how things are going. Better safe than sorry.
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops. Our best shot at finding the killer was gone, so I went back to my previous lead.
Well, never mind. Lighter's out of fluid. Okay, new deductions again.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing.
Mainly cat memes rolling in, absolutely. Okay, so maybe there's something about this area. Ah, yeah. Oh. Clever.
Bing bang!
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
You're
Let's
dead!
get here.
No, I got you with my lasso!
Shut up, kids.
Can you quiet down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
And you confessed your crime!
I will
Kids,
beat you if you don't.
We've been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, that could be some dangerous evidence. Bring it here ASAP.
Sure, but there's something important that I need to finish first.
So Dunn was investigating a lot of people in the business, digging up their corruption. Because so far we haven't had a motive for Dunn's murder.
I wanted to follow a certain lead on my own before Smirnov had the chance to see anything. According to his notebook, Dunn had seen Craig Spano at Sam's Diner just 4 days before his death.
Get out of here, pussy!
Oh, really? We're back to that then, are we?
Beat it or what?
Well, I can't make up my fucking mind. Either call the cops or beat your ass. Which would you prefer?
It might have been easier to slap the information out of him, but I decided to trust in a universal truth. Everyone is guilty of something. You don't know who I am, right?
Don't know and don't care. Come on, spit it out.
Consumer protection or public health? Public health.
I'm John H. Blackmore, Public Health Inspector.
Oh, yeah, right. There are some real freaks around here, so I have to be firm, you know?
Suddenly his tone changed.
Have you eaten? Dinner's on the house.
Oh, well then. Do we push with putting health at risk? No, not yet.
After you answer my questions.
Sure, go ahead. Your call. Always at your disposal, Inspector. Ask away.
Fear turned him soft and made him talk. Sure enough, Dunn had been there a few days back with a chimpanzee who matched Spano's description. Apparently, the guy still lived with his father. Dunn said he couldn't stay there a day more. For the time being, he would move into his place.
And the dog was just listening in.
What does Public Health Services have to do with that chimp?
Oh, he could be carrying a disease. Oh, he died of food poisoning.
The chimp died of food
Let's
poisoning.
do that.
But wait, he didn't even eat.
Which is even worse.
He left Sam speechless, like, huh? Like, yes, he got food poisoning from sitting on your chair. Now we can get new deductions.
I wanted to believe that when Randall Lee broke into the apartment, Spano fled to his former address. But where could that be?
Being followed. Alright, so before Dunn found him, Spano was living with his father. But he was an orphan, yeah. Spano was an orphan who thought baseball was his only family. He got food poisoning by just looking at a Taco Bell one time. Oh, wrong one. That's not going to work. He got the coronavirus by touching the counter. Yes, that's it. They were known as the Olympic Five? No, they don't go together. The biography of Harry Bradwick, father of baseball. Oh, father of baseball. So not actual father, but maybe he was staying at Harry Bradwick's place. It's a leap of
I gotcha.
logic, but there we go.
If the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so do the dead. In the mid-19th century, Greenwood became the resting place to the city's most distinguished citizens. Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors, artists, businessmen, politicians, police officers, thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
Okay. Who we got here? Our guy. Houston John. Whoever the heck that is. This one here. What is this?
The 4 bases guarding their father.
Yeah, it's 4 bases that look like baseball. Ah, yeah, there it is. Harry Bradwick. Let's have a good look around though. What is this? I see Chinese food.
Still hot.
Hmm.
I've never trusted angels. When they fall,
When they fall, they turn into demons, I think was the expression.
they turn into demons.
I'm pretty sure we heard that said earlier. Debating on getting some chow mein to stop trying to to sway my food choices. You're right, I made sure that the game had that there just so that, you know, you would get hungry for chow mein. I'm diabolical like that. So there's nothing back here.
If this had been here over 30 minutes, it'd be covered in ants.
That's the same type of chocolate bar that the tennis woman promotes. Helen Moore. Thing there. I am indeed, yes. I literally have that kind of pull in the gaming industry. When they made this game last year and released it, I told them, look, make sure there's chow mein in it. Because eventually, one of my audience members is going to be thinking about having it just as I play this scene. And I want them to suffer. Okay, there's nothing else we can find around here. Let's see. Oh, this one's got something we can read. What is this? Don't just take that. He just took a baseball off of somebody's grave.
A Celtic cross. Supposedly, the ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting the sunlight. Really handy at this time of the day.
What a grave robber. I don't know what's scarier, you having that kind of pull or you having that kind of foresight. Okay, let's have a look.
According to the book I found at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects. It's strange that I don't see any.
Why was it over on the other two?
Maybe they're gone with the wind, or somebody claimed them as part of their inheritance.
Died in 1908. Born in 1824 though, wow. More afraid of the mind that came up with that BS. Wife to Harry Bradwick. Okay, so they married Jenny Boots here, his wife. Oh, we can move around? Cool. What is this?
It'd be even better with a skull between the bats.
A skull wearing, you know, one of those baseball masks. Somebody's in the tree. Someone who likes Chinese food is in the tree. God, I hope it's not that red panda. See you. In there somewhere. Where are you? Oh. When he said he was staying at his father's, did he literally mean he was hanging out at the graveyard and sleeping here? In the tree?
I've always been a New York Warriors fan, although, to be honest, they're not what they used to be. Yep, they just haven't been the same without Craig Spano. I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place, a glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck. Joe Dunn met with someone at the diner, close to his gym. Then he took that person to his house, so that he didn't have to live at the cemetery.
Yes, he is using the headstone as a wall.
The person's identity.
Psst. Psst. Hey.
What do you want? You want the cigarette? Oh. There you go.
Marley's are the absolute worst.
Says the guy that used to sponsor them. Oh, be sponsored by them, rather. Ain't it the truth?
Who are you?
Let's tell him the absolute truth. P.I.
I'm John Blacksad, private investigator.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Oh, you know, he's hanging around somewhere. Oh dear.
Your turn.
Why he's hiding here doesn't matter to us. Why did he meet with Dunn? We guess it's got something to do with the corruption. What was your glove doing at Dunn's place? Been there recently. Boo.
What was your glove doing at Dunn's place?
Because Dunn said he was shaking the hornet's nest, that sooner or later they'd come after me, because they wanted to kill me, because he offered me his home, and then vanished. Because I waited for him for 2 days, and Then they came to get me, because I had no time to take my glove when I escaped through the window.
So
What
he
did he
was
want
staying
from
there
you?
then.
And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time.
Okay, you have the talking ball. You may talk now.
How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance?
I think he's owed the truth. I think this guy isn't on the bad side.
Joe Dunn is
He'll
dead.
probably find out about it if he
Murdered.
reads a
I
paper.
told you, Joe. How did it happen?
One question at a time.
One question at a time. My turn.
Why did you meet with Dunn?
Why did you meet with
He's
Joe
hiding
Dunn?
here because he's hiding
Because he
from the
thought
people who
that
killed
the same
Dunn.
guy who wrecked my career was ruining many others. Because he wanted me to tell him who was behind my decline. Because Joe knew the same guy would go after him too. And he was right. Our old friend, the surgeon.
Surgeon. An old common friend. This is the other guy, look. One of Dunn's brothers-in-arms tried to pass as Yale. We know that much. This was Mitchell, one of the Olympic athletes. I did say I thought the guy over on the right looked a bit like him. But it looks less scaly in that picture. So I couldn't tell from there if maybe it was a kind of like a bird with a big rounded front beak, you know, like one of those toucan type birds or whatever, but they've got striped, but you know what I mean, something like that. So this guy to this guy here, no, they don't work together. Okay, they were known as the Olympic Five. O'Leary personally kills anyone who threatens his family or business. Well, that's nothing to do with this. Spano blames everything on the surgeon, an old friend. Okay, so this is what we need to stick together. Mitchell, one of the Olympic, trying to pass off as Yale's doctor.
Is Mitchell the surgeon? Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned, is he...
My turn.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna die now because he hasn't had... We can't answer that question yet.
I want to know why I should trust you.
Because I never lie. Yeah. Isn't that what a liar would say? Do it for our friend Dunn. Well, we weren't his friend. We can't muscle in on that kind of friendship. I take my job seriously. I could have killed you. That never works. Take my job seriously.
Because I take
Flimsy,
my
but-
job very seriously. It's my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow! Hey!
Okay, I knew we weren't going to get an answer to this.
That toss was...
That would have been too easy.
Both my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days. But at least I had a new lead to follow. The surgeon. The bastard had avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor. But now, all of my senses were
Game, we're
on
being
guard.
followed.
No matter how good the disguise, or how well he hid, I would find him.
There's a white wolf in a car that's following us, grinning like a maniac killer. I don't know if it's just a pre-baked scene they use for this, but... Or whether or not that's a clue.
What you're saying is, 1, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. 2, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Dunn, right?
Well, for now, everything points that
Every
way.
lead I've found points to him.
Anyway, where was I? Number 3, right? 3. Since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell hired an anteater to get rid of him.
Yeah, some street punk.
Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the Anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4. The key to all this lies with a common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spenow. Do you really trust him?
He's obviously hiding something, otherwise he wouldn't have run.
I have the feeling there's something Craig didn't tell me. I don't know what exactly, but I'll find out.
4. 5. Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Speno to his house. If that doesn't make him suspect, makes sense, doesn't it?
Kinda does.
Yeah, it could make sense.
Ha! Who's the detective now?
Not you.
Let's follow up with the suspects. You told Smirnoff that even though you're sure Yale is innocent, you think he's hiding something.
Yes.
But what about O'Leary? 6.